Walking in the sunshine. But that was only one time. Okay, it wasn't one time. You ain't showing up late. When you got a suit and tie, I'm super fly. Woke up in a good mood. Sally full of cartoons. Kitchen full of noodles. 'Cause all we got is noodles. Tender in my pocket, nothing in my wallet. You don't want no problems, no. Waiting for the one train, surfing on the subway. I don't suffer no ways, no way. Take me somewhere where no one can break me. Somewhere where I can be happy. For now I'm stuck in the matrix. No complaining. Walking in the sunshine. But that was only one time. Okay, it wasn't one time. You ain't showing up late. When you got a suit and tie, I'm super fly. Yeah. Skating on the runway, and it's only Monday. Gotta get paid. We gon' be rich one day. Pull up to the servo, coffee and a milkshake. Super fly, I'm super fly. Every day I'm coasting, living in the moment now. To every girl I ever ghosted, what goes around comes back around. Bustin' with the powers, hair full of flowers. Your man's looking sour, yeah. Everything is groovy, living in the movie. Broke but I'm bougie, yeah, baby. Take me somewhere where no one can break me. Somewhere where I can be happy. For now I'm stuck in the matrix. No complaining. Sunshine. Walking in the sunshine. Super fly, I'm super fly. Skating on the runway. Skating on the runway. We gon' be rich one day. Super fly, I'm super fly.
Hey, hey. We came to fight, we came to win. We lost before, but never again. Back on our grind, you know what it is. Yeah, yeah, this is our year. Knocked us down once, we got up again. Put in the work, so I know we gon' win. This is for real, we never pretend. We gotta win, win, yeah. I had to stop being basic. Part of my dreams had to chase 'em. You counted me out, I counted me in. Fell off before, but never again. They boxing me out, I never fit in. Never will fold, never compete. Just wanna win, 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 win. Yeah. Just wanna win. had to save up, now they can't say much, changing the game up. Back on my grind like I never left. Gotta take this to a level up. Gotta stay focused, can't mess it up. Gotta move smart cause I know that they testing us. I'm in my bag, no longer checking the tags. Remember the days I wanted this bad, now look where I'm at, I cannot be mad. Jumped in the game and I did the dash. There's no looking back, can't live in the past. I know that you sad, go get you a bag. All of this winning is making you mad. Just wanna win. Just wanna win. We came to fight, we came to win. We came to fight, we came to win. We came to fight, we came to win. We lost before, but never again. We came to fight, we came to win. We came to fight, we came to win. We lost before, but never again. Back on our grind, you know what it is. Yeah, this is our year. Knocked us down once, we got up again. Put in the work, so I know we gon' win. This is for real, we never pretend. We gotta win, win. I had to stop being basic. Part of my dreams had to chase 'em. You counted me out, I counted me in. Fell off before, but never again. They boxing me out, I never fit in. Never will fold, never compete. Just wanna win, 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 win. Yeah. Just wanna win.
We get to tell them.
Let's do it. Hey, 2K fans, my name is Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Welcome to the NBA 2K20 demo. We're from 2K TV, and we just want to take a brief moment to share with all of you how excited we are about NBA 2K20's My Career Mode.
Once again, 2K has managed to further blur the line between game and reality with the most authentic and engaging experience to date.
Building your legacy begins with building your My Player.
You're totally right, and that's why this year, the first thing you'll do is set your potential using the brand new My Player Builder.
I have already spent hours experimenting on different builds.
The builder basically lets you create your own archetype from scratch.
Absolutely, we've given you the tools to build your My Player however you want. I even got to choose my own takeover.
The demo gives you the power to create up to 6 unique builds and test each of them completely upgraded in a full NBA game.
And of course, any My Player builds that you create will be waiting for you as soon as you launch NBA 2K20.
So from all of us here at 2K Sports and 2K TV, we hope you enjoy NBA 2K20 as much as we do.
But Miss Badu told me I'm Miss Badu told me and I know it, you can't tell me nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is water and I'm Michael Phelps. Told my partner, get your bread up, but that don't equal well. But you can't help out your partners unless you done help yourself. So I need more than kudos and a high five. Cause I went from sidelines to the limelight. And I shine bright, ice cold bars, Klondike. And I never move with the this ain't blindside, oh. Finite, but you feel the spirit, whole flow, shine light, so glow. Every lyric skin cold, cold, so most like Rondo on my glow when I pivot, oh. Most these sheeple move like clones. That's why I be on my own. My mama thought I was a joke. But Dave Chappelle told me I'm Dave Chappelle told me and I know it, you can't tell me nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is water and I'm Michael Phelps. Me and my dogs eat like his what we be working July. Out of my hood, I deserve some accolades. Cause I maneuver through the like a bottle of Metamucil in a body that's used to being. And most consumers, they view me as a ruler like Mansa Musa. Cause I stay with some jewels that can't exonerate them from every ounce of troubled water they've been in. Spend in time in places it ain't safe to swim in. Without yelling, I tried to tell them they should make amends. Where you from? Where I'm from, you see so much pain. What the kid do it big? Now they know my name. I done got it out the mud and put on for my day ones. That's why Miss Badu and Dave Chappelle show her you don't play or love.
I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up.
Is you thinking I'm jumping and leaking and leak? Immediately show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Kick the door open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want, I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can eat. For his loose change, take his boot thing out the PF chains and take him K get a steak or something. Something looking at me like I'm opaque or something. Don't I look like Drake or something? Something better tell mankind Undertaker coming.
Back up, I was told it, don't back up. Got me solid, back up. But I won't be a back up. Back up, living life in respect up. I might slip back and back up. But I won't be a victim. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, you know I be smarter than Spock. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, come from off the top.
Can't keep up, you too slow.
Top.
You just watch, I control.
Top.
I take half, you not whole.
Top.
Got your mind, got your
Is
soul.
a scenario, I'm in your area, this is your definitely. Turn up your stereo, get this jumping like Mario, now you ain't with me. You terrible, I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Hot in Nigeria here. This is the year of the beer, leave a hair in a chair so they know we was here. Staring at fear like a deer when the car coming near. In the middle of the road, bit of fear. You don't wanna rock with the man, hands off of the grands. Counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Knew I could jam, but the top wasn't playing. Now everybody wanna be friends. How you? Said I'm just fine, in the right place, at the wrong time. Said I go crazy, out of my mind. And I think back when daddy wrote down that it might scrape and it might grind, but you work hard and it might shine. Let me slow down, switch the time and quit hiding.
Back up, 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 back up.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Slick Rick type of, 'cause I'm a bad, get up, in a plane, you a lame, you ain't, so I can't hang with you, touch my chain. Got up, like some lightning. For the night, I don't do no white fan. Then the leader, yeah, I'm so trifling. Real savage. I don't with that if she average. I got a bad name, Ashley. Understand me? Brand new car, hop out the vet. I saw my wrist out of my protect. Brand new chain, I saw my neck, got tired of the now caught me. I'm up on, I don't get rest. I'm catching these flights and chasing the check. Little baby. Slick Rick type of, 'cause my band's big, though. Wanna take a picture, so I hope you don't try to take none. Think I'm lying? Better dip.
Walking in the sunshine, but that was only one time. Okay, it wasn't one time. You ain't showing up late. When you got a suit and tie, I'm super fly. Woke up in a good mood. Sally full of cartoons.
again. Back on our grind, you know what it is. Yeah, yeah, this is our year. Not just down once, we got up again. Put in the work, so I know we gon' win. This is for real, we never pretend. We gotta win. I had to stop being basic. Part of my dreams had to chase 'em. You counted me out, I counted me in. Fell off before, but never again. They boxing me out, I never fit in. Never will fold, never could bend. Just wanna win. Just wanna win.
Welcome everyone to NBA 2K20, and the My Player build process is going to be on display. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Toronto Raptors. Hello, everyone. I'm Blake Suniga with our experts, Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. Anyone else excited to check out this My Player build?
Oh, I absolutely am. One of the best parts of 2K, working on your MP, seeing how far you can go. Tonight will be a good indication of where he is headed.
And other than hearing our voices, I think that's my favorite part of the NBA. You know, the scoreboard, the box score, the highlights, they all never lie. So we can see ratings and this and that, but once the lights go on, once the arena is packed, we see how good your My Player really is.
After last year's NBA final run, the Toronto Raptors are hoping to become a permanent part of the NBA elite.
They play a great style of basketball. I'd love to go up there and play in front of those crazy fans. This is an interesting MP build because I think a youth movement is about to start north of the border.
And the staff with the front office are in lockstep. They will play young players. They'll play really whoever is best, and you'll get a fair shake if you end up going with a My Player big in this organization, and you'll probably get a chance to play in the playoffs.
Lowry, Curry covering. No good, off the back of the rim.
You have to assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was right there.
Pass to Thompson. Shoots over Lowry. The Raptors pull it in. Takes the three. And the Raptors get it back. Gasol. And Marc Gasol slams it in.
Great hustle from Gasol, showing you the grit and grind he was known for back in Memphis.
And first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Curry finds the bottom of the bucket from about 13 feet out.
That's just showing off right there, guys. He is too good with the crossover.
My player up top. And the layup falls.
All about the body control there. Love how my player stayed with it despite the aggressive defense.
Outside Curry. Pass to Russell. The floater. The putback. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still come up empty. Well, obviously the rise of the three-point shot the last 4 to 5 years dramatically changed the way teams are constructed. But beyond some of the more statistic-based adjustments, taking a look at various coaching systems, how does that play into finding the right players to make the system successful?
Well, we've seen it so many times where the system you're working with dictates how well a player performs. Some of it's team culture, chemistry, but a lot of it has to do with offensive styles and the combination of players that fit one another.
Yeah, we saw this back in the day when Tim was acquired by my team, and there were some stylistic differences early on, but because of our phenomenal coaching staff, we were able to develop a system that not only highlighted my skill set, but also Tim's, and that's just when we started winning championship after championship. Couldn't quite close the space defensively, and Green measured it perfectly. There's so many little things that he does well.
Now here's my player. And the Raptors tack on 2 more. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Looney. Back to Russell. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Green. He gets it to go from the corner.
You see the vision from Thompson. When you've been surrounded by superstars like Clay has, you learn to keep your eyes up.
My player, defended by Green. Here's my player. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up. Wait a minute. I was told there's no back up. Got this all in my back up, but I won't be a back up. Back up, living life in this back up. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be a victim. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up.
Is you thinking I'm jumping the leak in the lead? Immediately show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Kicked it the open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want, I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can eat. For his loose change, take his boo thing out the PF chains and take him K, get a steak or something. Something looking at me like I'm opaque or something. Don't I look like Drake or something? tell mankind Undertaker coming.
Back up. I was told it don't back up. Got me started my back up. But I won't be here. Back up. Back up. Living life in respect up. I might slip out and back up. But I won't be a victim. And in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. And in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Come from off the top, the flow inside, I got you shot. Come from off the top, you know I be smarter than Spock. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, come from off the top.
Can't keep up, you too slow.
Top.
You just watch, I control.
Top.
I take half, you not whole.
Top.
Got your mind, got your
This is a
soul.
scenario, I'm in your area, this is your definitely. Turn up your stereo, get this jumping like Mario, now you ain't with me. You terrible, I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Hot in Nigeria, this is the year of the beer, leave it here in a chair so they know we was here. Staring at fear like a deer when the car coming near in the middle of the road, bit of beer. You don't wanna rock with the man, hands off of the grands, counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Knew I could jam, but the top wasn't playing. Now everybody wanna be friends. Said I'm just fine, in the right place at the wrong time. Said I go crazy, out of my mind, and I think back when Daddy wrote down that it might scrape and it might grind, but you work hard and it might shine. Let me slow down, switch the time and quit hiding.
Back up.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. 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 Slick Rick type of cause I'm a bad get up. In a plane, you a lame, you ain't so I can't hang with you, touch my chain. Got up like some lightning. For the night, I don't do no white fan. Then the leader, yeah, I'm so trifling. Real savage. I don't with that if she average. I got a bad name Ashley. Understand me? Brand new car, hop out the bed. Ice on my wrist, out of my protect. Brand new chain, ice on my neck. Got tired of the now caught me. I'm up on. I don't get rest. I'm catching these flights and chasing the check. Little baby. Slick Rick type of cause my band's bigger. Wanna take a picture, so I hope you don't try to take none. Think I'm lying? Better dip.
Walking in the sunshine, but that was only one time. Okay, it wasn't one time. You ain't showing up late. When you got a suit and tie, I'm super fly. Woke up in a good mood. Sally full of cartoons.
they testing us. I'm in my bag, no longer checking the tags. Remember the days I wanted this bad, now look where I'm at, I cannot be mad. Jumped in the game and I did the dash, there's no looking back, can't live in the past. I know that you sad, go get you a bag. All of this winning is making you mad.
Most these sheep won't move like lawns. That's why I be on my own. My mama thought I was a joke, but when my dude told me I'm Miss Badu told me and I know it, you can't tell me nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is water and I'm Michael Phelps. Told my partner, get your bread up, but that don't equal well. But you can't help all your partners unless you done help yourself.
So I need more than kudos and a high five. Cause I went from sidelines to the limelight. And I shine bright, ice cold bars, Klondike. And I never move with the this ain't blindside, oh. Finite, but you feel the spirit, whole flow, shine light, so glow. Every lyric skin cold, so most like Rondo on my glow when I pivot, oh.
Most these sheep won't move like lawns. That's why I be on my own. My mama thought I was a joke, but Dave Chappelle told me I'm Dave Chappelle told me and I know it, you can't tell me nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is water and I'm Michael Phelps. Me and my dogs eat like King Bud, we be working July. Out of my hood, I deserve some accolades.
Cause I maneuver through the like a bottle of Metamucil in a body that's used to being. And most consumers, they view me as a ruler like Mansa Musa. Cause I stay with some jewels that can't exonerate them from every ounce of troubled water they've been in. Spend in time in places it ain't safe to swim in. Without yelling, I tried to tell them they should make amends. When you from where I'm from, you see so much pain. But the kid do it big, now they know my name. I done got it out the mud and put on for my day ones. That's why Miss Badu and Dave Chappelle show her you don't play or love.
back up. I was told there's no back up. Darkness all in my back up. But I won't be a fake up. Back up. Living life in respect up. I might slip out and back up. But I won't be a fake up. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up.
Is you thinking I'm jumping the leak in the lead? Immediately. Show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Kicked the door open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want, I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can eat. For his loose change, take his boo thing out the PM chains and take him K get steak or something. Something looking at me like I'm opaque or something. Don't I look like Drake or something? Something better tell mankind Undertaker coming.
Back up, I was told there's no back up. Darkness all in my back up. But I won't be a fake up. Back up, living life in respect up. I might slip out and back up. But I won't be a victim. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up.
Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shocked. Come from off the top, you know I be smarter than Spock. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shocked. Come from off the top, come from off the top.
Can't keep up, you too slow.
Top.
You just watch, I control.
Top.
I take half, you not whole.
Top.
Got your mind, got your
This is a
soul.
scenario, I'm in your area, this is your definitely. Turn up your stereo, get this jumping like Mario, now you ain't with me. You terrible, I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Hot in Nigeria, this is the year of the beer, leave it here on the chair so they know we was here. Staring in fear like a deer when the car coming near in the middle of the road, bit of beer. You don't wanna rock with the man, hands off of the grands, counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Knew I could jam, but the top wasn't playing now. Everybody wanna be friends? How you? Said I'm just fine, in the right place, at the wrong time. Said I go crazy, out of my mind. And I think back when daddy wrote down that it might scrape and it might grind, but you work hard and it might shine. Let me slow down, switch the time and quit hiding.
Back up, 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 back up.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Slick Rick type of, 'cause I'm a bad, get up, in a plane. You a lame, you ain't, so I can't hang with you, touch my chain. Got up, like some lightning. For the night, I don't do no white man. Then the leader, yeah, I'm so trifling. Real savage. I don't with that if she average. I got a bad name, Ashley. Understand me? Brand new car, hop out the vet. Ice on my wrist, out of my protect. Brand new chain, ice on my neck, got tired of the now caught me. I'm up on, I don't get rest. I'm catching these flights and chasing the check. Little baby. Slick Rick type of, 'cause my band's bigger. Wanna take a picture, so I hope you don't try to take none. Think I'm lying? Better dip.
everyone. Thanks for joining us, and we're here to check out a My Player build for NBA 2K20. You don't want to miss this. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Toronto Raptors. Along with former all-time greats Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga. What are you looking forward to the most tonight?
Well, other than more compliments from you, Blake, I want to see this My Player build, see what type of progress he's made, and see where his game's at.
And beyond the skills, guys, I want to see his level of commitment. How much does he want it? You can be talented as anyone, but when the lights turn on for a game, you have to have that fire.
Well, defending NBA champion Toronto, they did re-sign one of their key free agents in Marc Gasol.
While they may look set at the big positions with Gasol and Ibaka, there are certainly minutes behind them that are available because they're a bit thin in the front line. So I think there's a chance to even start over them with enough improvement.
Well, absolutely. We saw Nick Nurse call on Pascal Siakam over other vets. They aren't scared to play the kids in Canada. So if you end up with this MP big build, you will get a chance to be a significant player on this club. Well, we've seen bigs in the NBA become more than low post guys. They can shoot, they can pass, run the break. My player will have to have an all-around game to stay and make it in this league.
Now, here's Cauley Stein. Outside Curry. Off target from outside. Toronto with the ball. Here's Lowry. And the layup's good off the glass.
What a find. Gasol has got to be one of the best passing bigs in the NBA.
Thompson outside. To the middle. Green. Well-timed pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That lead pass allowed him to get to the rim in perfect stride.
Pass to Powell. Here's Johnson, guarded by Russell. My player with it. Back to Lowry. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Here's my player. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
4 makes on 4 shots. Everything has fallen for them early.
One of the latest trends in the NBA, load management. You know, giving guys a rest. Toronto did it with Kawhi last year, and it worked out for them.
Hey, it's an interesting trend, right? I mean, only the top teams can really use it, but in terms of getting the most out of your players come playoff time, load management is a great strategy. I mean, I always wanted to be out there. I always was out there for my guys, but it does allow you to keep guys fresh for that postseason grind.
Yeah. I'll hear more about you back in the day, Brian, but it's also put an emphasis on younger legs. Guys like MP who can play 82 games, they are so valuable because you can count on them. Remember, being healthy is a skill, so you need to be prepared in the off season for the grind.
Russell with the bucket.
They're shooting 80% so far. Obviously, it's early, but offensively, they're looking great.
Outside Lowry. Up top Gasol. They get a hand on it. From 11 feet away. Again, Toronto.
Another good pass, impressive offense. Of execution from them.
Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance. 4 straight field goals made off an assist.
Now here's Green. To the right side. Outside Russell. The Raptors pull it in.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's my player. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Good job using that size to get to the line. If my player can shoot free throws well, that would be such a plus for him.
Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes both. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first. Toronto is in a strange spot. They just won the championship and a big gamble, but they lost their best player. What are they looking to add?
Well, like most NBA teams, Blake, they're looking for young players. Now, remember, the current core of Marc Gasol, Kyle Lowry, and Serge Ibaka are pretty much all on the downslope of their careers, so they need the next generation of Raptors, and obviously, Pascal Siakam is a great start.
I do think they want the young guys who can win now. The East is still open, and Toronto is still, I think, a player away from returning to the finals. As we saw last year, anything can happen once you make it. Nick Nurse isn't afraid to play rookies at all. So if you play here, your number will be called.
Now here's Van Fleet. Three-pointer. My player inside. Second chance shot. And another shot. Well, it was only a matter of time. They finally get the bucket.
Impressive. Really the hustle from my player. Clearly knows he has what it takes to do damage on the offensive glass.
Here's Burks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And they double up my player. That's his 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get on the ball and get out of the way.
Now here is Curry. He's got 5. Pass to Robinson. He tries for 3. It's money from deep.
Good vision by Curry, but for that play to work, you also have to get open. Terrific job by both guys.
My player, Curry covering, and the basket is good.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
We'll see how long they can keep it going.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. From long range. And it's my player with the rebound. Toronto leading. Falls right in, and he is 8 for 11 with that shot.
It appears my player has the appropriate mindset to be a factor in this league, which is pretty unique for a developing player, wouldn't you say?
Pass to Burks. The three. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. A free-flowing first quarter, great scoring through one. The Raptors on top, leading by 9. And we've got more in store for you right after this. Looking at what you guys have seen so far during that first quarter, let's get some feedback on my player's performance.
Well, I loved what I saw. I mean, excellent production. He made good choices with shot selection, shooting a high percentage.
And it's only the first quarter, guys. Keep that in mind. So it's going to...
He's deciding to change it up. Here's Russell. Cauley Stein. Basket counts.
He's really getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Pass to my player. And just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Outside Russell. They double him with my player. Klay Thompson for three. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
They get it again. Foul called, that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I like how engaged Gasol is. He's consistent at putting pressure on the defense, especially when he's looking to score.
The Warriors making a switch here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And as much as Gasol does for this team offensively, don't forget, he was the Defensive Player of the Year in 2003. Tremendous all-around talent.
Back to Curry. No good that time. Good D by Kyle Lowry.
Well, if this ball game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, without question.
Pass to Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Bullseye! Nails it!
The 3 from the 5. Gasol added this three-point shot during his 9th season in the league.
And I'm intrigued by the idea of being an MP big man and playing with Pascal Siakam. How would you complement his skill set, guys?
Well, for his size and position, Siakam rebounds the ball really well. So as a big man, I would work my tail off on the glass, and together we could inhale every rebound together.
Absolutely, Tim. And if you have Siakam helping you snag those boards, as a big in a my player build, it can really help you get out quicker in transition. We know that everybody loves a big that can run the break. So if Siakam covers you on a rebound or two, you better make sure you're getting your butt down the court.
Curry's shot is good.
You see the vision from Thompson. When you've been surrounded by superstars like Klay has, you learn to keep your eyes up.
Now here's Lowry. Green on the double team. My player in inside. Started by Russell. Count it. Good.
He's played an important role in their offense today. Without him, they might not be in front.
Curry with it. He has 7. To the wing on the left. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Raptors on top, up 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. All right, so 2 quarters down, 2 to go. What have you guys seen from my players so far?
Well, as he was heating up, you could see the defenders' eyes that they felt like it might be a long game. It was certainly a long half for them.
Yeah, like many players, once he gets on a roll, the confidence just grows to epic proportions. And I think if you're the defense, you got to start bringing 2 to get the ball out of his hands.
The Raptors might have won the NBA title last year, but they're back in that underdog role after losing Kawhi. What can they do to get back to the promised land?
Well, it starts, first and foremost, with 2019 Most Improved Player, Pascal Siakam. He really jumped onto the scene last year, and I'd like to see him continue to improve and take more of the offensive load. Maybe get that average over 20 points per game. But after losing Danny Green, too, he signed with the Lakers. The Raptors could use shooters to put around Siakam and Marc Gasol.
And I think some youth as well. I mean, they have a nice core, but they're vets in Gasol, Ibaka, and Lowry. But who is the next star? Could it be OG Anunoby? You just know Nick Nurse wants some younger guys to test out.
Here's my player, and he drops in the layup off glass.
Just shrugging off the D there. Love how focused my player appeared on that possession.
Inside. The basket by Green.
They're 3 of 4 to start the half.
Third quarter of basketball, we're about 1.5 minutes in. Now here's Lowry, defended by Green. Pass to my player. Nails the baby hook.
And the lead goes right back over. What a seesaw battle we've got here.
Absolutely. This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can grab it. Somebody's got to take charge.
Let's see how it plays out.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over. Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one. Pass to Ibaka. Van Fleet. My player outside. Back to Lowry for the lead. Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
A quick decision maker. Lowry very comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations.
New arena, new all-star, new bench. It's a season of changes in Golden State.
Moving from Oakland to San Francisco without Kevin Durant. Also without Klay Thompson while he gets back from that ACL injury suffered in the finals. Steph Curry is going to need to get back into MVP mode. But remember, they added an all-star guard in D'Angelo Russell. Me personally, I can't wait to see D'Lo and Curry play together.
Me too, Tim. I mean, what an offensive show those two will put on, especially when Klay Thompson is back. Now, the bench is paper thin, so expect the starters to play a lot. However, come playoff time, are you going to tell me that you want to face a team with Steph Curry, D'Angelo Russell, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green? Didn't think so.
Now here's Cauley Stein, guarded by Ibaka. Back to Curry. Let's loose for 3. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 thus far.
He's finally getting the feel for the deep ball. His second 3 of the half right there.
Capable of being a defensive anchor. The key for Cauley Stein is positioning himself to swat shots.
And that one good.
His presence as a scorer has a calming effect for them. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
One shot.
The one way Curry has changed the way we think about the game, he has redefined what is a quality shot. With his incredible range, he's ushered in a new era in the NBA.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Warriors ahead. They lead by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter here on 2K Sports. Well, it's the money quarter, the 4th. But heading into it, how would you assess my player tonight?
And he's having a game to remember, Tim. He's getting the ball up there. He's making his shots. I think he's going to look back at this tape and have a pretty big smile on his face.
Man, if you're his coach, you don't want to go away from what's working for you. They've been confident in his ability to carry this offense, and he's delivered.
Pass to McKinney. It's Klay Thompson on the wing. Here's Green. Just 4 to shoot. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Keeps getting more consistent on the catch and shoot. That one very much in rhythm for Draymond Green.
Here's Powell. Can't knock in the 3.
Came close there to tying it up.
And after the way they fought back into it here in the 4th, that would have been a major bucket for him.
Yeah, big morale booster.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
And the confidence Thompson plays with, exceptional at staying assertive and looking for his shot.
Here's Lowry. My player outside. And stolen by Robinson. To the left side wing. McKinney covered by my player. And it's good for 2.
Beautiful feed. Draymond, known as a physical guy, but he also plays with great awareness and skill, especially passing.
Pass to Powell. Lowry. 6 to shoot. Back to Powell. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They'll turn it over. The Warriors making a switch here. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. The second chance effort, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And the Warriors making a change here. And the free throw, no good.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And that's how you do it, right, Tim? Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Got to be aggressive.
Come on, that's how you do it.
Here's Green, and Draymond Green with the stuff.
Excellent vision and passing ability allow D'Angelo Russell to make these kinds of incredible passes.
Now a timeout called by Toronto.
He clearly doesn't like what's going on out there and wants to talk things over.
And how could he? Really had to take a timeout there and try to take away some of their momentum.
Yeah, they'll try anything.
A difficult situation for Toronto. Pass to Johnson. My player. And my player throws it down.
Why settle for the layup? My player's big enough to throw it down with authority.
Here's Curry. Now here's Russell. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And here's Steph Curry for three. It's rebounded by Johnson.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss.
High player inside. Green on him. He gets it in there.
He's certainly doing his part, trying to battle back into it.
And here's Curry. It's Klay Thompson on the wing. That shot wide open.
There's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic. You know, sharing really is caring.
Wow, someone paid attention in kindergarten. It's just been beautiful basketball to watch.
Now here's Russell. He's tightly guarded. Back to Curry. Takes the three. The Raptors pull it in. Now Lowry. High player, high post. Tipped away. Pass to Johnson. Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
It's rare to see players, my player's position, dish the rock like that. That was an absolute dime.
Timeout called the Warriors. Here's Curry. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then...
I mean, what can you say? When Steph Curry is hitting from that far out, there is nothing you can do.
Pass to Powell. Now my player. Good work there as it goes.
You just can't say enough about his individual. Performance so far, even if the all-around team effort has been lacking.
Now here's Russell, covered by Powell. Outside Curry. The three-pointer off the mark. The Raptors trail. From the line, and he uses the glass on the layup.
He did so well to lead his teammate right to the ideal spot.
Pass to Green. The floater, and he takes it up and lays it in.
And for a bigger guy, Green moves well to the basket, and he's good at staying in attack mode.
Now here's my player. Sinks that one from the post.
Wow, they went with the new guy, my player. What confidence in a key moment.
Now here is Curry. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the layup.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it, just a tremendous all-around performance we've seen from them.
Yeah, Brian, it's been a treat to watch.
To the paint. The shot's good.
Yet another bucket in tight for him. That's how he's been earning his points today.
And that's an intentional foul. And so here is Golden State. 6-point lead. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Foul call. Lowry. That's his fourth personal foul. At the line. Stephen Curry. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Toronto. And what's your take, guys?
I guess they're not yet willing to give up, but you know, they have no quit in them. I'll give them that.
And you have to respect that, I suppose. Most teams, most coaches would be moving on from this one already.
Here's Thomas. To the wing, right side. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Curry. So we see the Warriors get the win here.
Well, Brian, his team might have lost, but my player was special tonight. Doing everything in his power to get the win, it just wasn't enough.
He never let the scoreboard dictate his level of play either, and that's what I like the most. We see some guys who will shut down or not have a huge night if the team loses, but how about my player fighting hard? And look, sometimes you just need some help. I imagine your teammates felt that way, Tim.
And for Tim Swartz.
Here's a scenario, I'm in your area, this is your definitely. Turn up your stereo, get this jumping like Mario, now you ain't with me. You terrible, I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Hot in Nigeria, but never again. Back on our grind, you know what it is. Yeah, this is our year. Knocked us down once, we got up again. Put in the work, so I know we gon' win. This is for real, we never pretend. We gotta win.
cause I had to save up. Now they can't say much, changing the game up. Back on my grind like I never left. Gotta take this to a level up. Gotta stay focused, can't mess it up. Gotta move smart cause I know that they testing us. I'm in my bag, no longer checking the tags. Remember the days I wanted this bad. Now look where I'm at, I cannot be mad. Jumped in the game and I did the dash. There's no looking back, can't live in the past. I know that you sad, go get you a bag. All of this winning is making you mad.
That's why you told me most these people move like clones. That's why I be on my own. My mama thought I was a joke, but Miss Badu told me I'm nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is water and I'm Michael Phelps. Don't lie, partner, get your bread up, but that don't equal well. But you can't help all your partners unless you done help yourself.
So I need more than kudos and a high five. Cause I went from sidelines to the limelight. And I shine bright, ice cold bars, Klondike. And I never move with the this ain't blindside, oh. Finite, but you feel the spirit, whole flow, shine light, so glow. Every lyric skin cold, so most like Rondo on my glow when I pivot, oh.
Most these people move like clones. That's why I be on my own. My mama thought I was a joke, but Dave Chappelle told me I'm Dave Chappelle told me and I know it, you can't tell me nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is water and I'm Michael Phelps. Me and my dogs eat like Kings, but we be working July. Out of my hood, I deserve some accolades.
Cause I maneuver through the like a bottle of Metamucil in a body that's used to being. And most consumers, they view me as a ruler like Mansa Musa. Cause I stay with some jewels, they can't exonerate them from every ounce of troubled water they been in. Spend in time in places it ain't safe to swim in. Without yelling, I try to tell them they should make amends. Where you
From where I'm from, you see so much pain. What the kid do it big? Now they know my name. I done got it out the mud and put on for my day ones. That's why Miss Badu and Dave Chappelle show her, you don't play or love.
back up. Yep, I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep, I'ma need you to back up.
Is you thinking I'm jumping and leaking and leak immediately? Show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Kicked the door open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Done with I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can eat. For his loose change, take his boo thing out the PF chains and take him K, get a steak or something. Something looking at me like I'm opaque or something. Don't I look like Drake or something? Something better tell mankind Undertaker coming.
Back up, I was told it, don't back up. Got me solid, back up. But I won't be here, back up. Back up. If it lasts, back up. I might slip out, back up. But I won't be a victim. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, you know I be smarter than Spock. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, come from off the top.
Can't keep up, you too slow.
Top.
You just watch, I control.
Top.
I take half, you not whole.
Top.
Got your mind, got your
Here's a scenario, I'm in your area, this is your definitely. Turn up your stereo, get this jumping like Mario, now you ain't with me. You terrible, I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Hot in Nigeria here. This is the year of the beer, leave it here in a chair so they know we was here. Staring in fear like a deer when the car coming near in the middle of the road, bit of beer. You don't wanna rock with the man, hands off of the grands, counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Knew I could jam, but the top wasn't playing. Now everybody wanna be friends. How you? Said I'm just fine, in the right place, at the wrong time. Said I go crazy, out of my mind. And I think back when daddy wrote down that it might scrape and it might grind, but you work hard and it might shine. Let me slow down, switch the time and quit hiding.
Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Everyone, thanks for joining us, and we're here to check out a My Player build for NBA 2K20. You don't want to miss this. And tonight we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. I'm Blake Suniga, Tim Swartz, and Brian Banafitemi alongside as we get ready to check out a My Player build. Guys, what are you looking out for?
Well, for me, it always comes down to three main areas. How much better does he make his teammates? How does he bounce back from a blown play or a tough loss? And then maybe most importantly, what type of example does he set in the locker room, his work ethic?
What about sense of humor, Tim? I know you don't really have one, but it's important. And in all seriousness, I'm looking at the fit as well. What sort of system, coaching style, offense, and then some of the intangibles like adaptability, versatility, and some key areas like effort, going after the loose balls, long rebounds. Those are important. And as much as Gasol does for this team offensively, don't forget, he was the Defensive Player of the Year in 2003. Tremendous all-around talent.
Now here is Curry. Thompson, no good. Very interesting here, playing as a point guard with the defending NBA champion Toronto Raptors.
They've got Kyle Lowry, but he's a guy on the wrong side of 30, so they're certainly looking for the point guard of the future. A good base, and they've got a great front office in Toronto.
Yeah, and plus Nick Nurse is maybe the most creative coach in the entire league, and then you get a guy like Kyle Lowry, who's a great teammate. So there's not a ton of pressure to play right away. This is an MP build where you can ease into the situation and improve even more.
Off target from three-point range. Pass to Johnson. And here's my player. He's covered by Thompson. Three-pointer. And the Raptors get it back. Outside Lowry for three. Oh, count it!
That's terrific point guard play. Lowry uses the pick and roll to lure the D right into his trap.
Outside Curry. Thompson. That one falls, coming off Stephen Curry's feet.
It's so hard to contain him. He gets it done however he has to do it.
And here's my player outside. And the Raptors, another three.
What a move from my player, demonstrating that he can be creative with the rock.
Thompson, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky right there. He's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Right side Lowry. And stolen by Green. Toronto is in a strange spot. They just won the championship and a big gamble, but they lost their best player. What are they looking to add?
Well, like most NBA teams, Blake, they're looking for young players. Now, remember, the current core of Marc Gasol, Kyle Lowry, and Serge Ibaka are pretty much all on the downslope of their careers, so they need the next generation of Raptors, and obviously Pascal Siakam is a great start.
I do think they want the young guys who can win now. The East is still open, and Toronto is still, I think, a player away from returning to the finals. As we saw last year, anything can happen once you make it. Nick Nurse isn't afraid to play rookies at all, so if you play here, your number will be called.
Now here's Green. Back to Russell. Thompson shoots over Siakam, and that one goes long.
He just hasn't looked right. Something's off with his mechanics, seems to me. The coaching staff has got to get a look at him.
And my player gets it to go.
This assertiveness is really special. It was clear my player was ready to fire as soon as he got it.
Thompson outside. Shot left block, and the rebound goes to the Raptors.
His touch has deserted him this quarter, guys, and I don't know if it's ever coming back.
The alley-oop's a great play when it works, and a terrible one when it doesn't.
It can make Make you look silly, and we got a little silliness right there. And look at his coach. This isn't a clown show. There's no time to be silly. This is time to win a game.
Now here is Curry. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Just 3 to shoot. The 3 from D'Angelo Russell. That's a miss. His second after 2 shots. My player, he's covered by Thompson. Golden State trailing. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. Good vision by Curry, but for that play to work, you also have to get open. Terrific job by both guys.
Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over. And the Warriors will go for a different look here. And here are the Raptors. My player up top. Pass to Ibaka. Missed inside.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
Here's Burks, guarded by Ibaka. Here's Looney. Now here is Curry. The baseline J. Another shot. Got a hand on it.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. Kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
First free throw is good.
I like the aggressiveness from my player to get to the line. Beyond his skills, though, I really like how he tries to lead the team at the point.
Pass to McKinney. Here's Burks. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Ibaka. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Powell. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw attempts of the game. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Here's Curry. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game. The long 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Raptors on top, up 7. Quarter number 2 coming up. And as this game develops, only a quarter of action in the books, but what's your read so far on my player's performance?
Lots of shooting. He's trying to help them stretch the floor, but only 1 make, to his credit, Brian.
Yeah, I didn't love his shot selection. Now, I know he wants to contribute early, but that can also come from just making the next pass and trusting your teammates.
Toronto leading. And when you look at the prospect of being a my player point guard and battling with Siakam at your side every game, how would you guys make that relationship work?
Well, Siakam is someone that simply makes a point guard's job easier. He's a fluid player that will fill whatever role the team needs him to. So as the point in this build, you can tell him what you're seeing from the opponent, and he'll adapt.
Absolutely, Tim. Also a player with no ego. He's not going to complain about not having enough shot attempts or not contributing enough. He just wants to win. And as a point guard, trust me, that is such a relief.
Robinson with it. Powell is there. Down low. Robinson.
They'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Well, the deficit will go away quickly if he does.
Easiest play, just dunk it.
Yeah, just dunk it. Rise above the rim, young fella. And I like the way he capped that drive off, though, the one-handed punch.
Here's Burks, covered by my player. Here's the floater. The shot by Burks, no good. And so it's Toronto with it. From deep three-point range, Robinson grabs the board.
You know, sometimes just because you can make it from way out there, it doesn't mean you should try.
Not that far out, at least. He can work for a better shot than that. Trust me on that.
He's not playing in an empty gym.
Pass to Ibaka. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Now here's Powell. My player. And again, Toronto no good.
Not able to find the target from three-point range in the second quarter. He did hit one in the first.
New arena, new all-star, new bench. It's a season of changes in Golden State.
Moving from Oakland to San Francisco without Kevin Durant. Also without Klay Thompson while he gets back from that ACL injury suffered in the finals. Steph Curry is going to need to get back into MVP mode. But remember, they added an all-star guard in D'Angelo Russell. Me personally, I can't wait to see D'Lo and Curry play together.
Me too, Tim. I mean, what an offensive show those two will put on, especially when Klay Thompson is back. Now, the bench is paper thin, so expect the starters to play a lot. However, come playoff time, are you going to tell me that you want to face a team with Steph Curry, D'Angelo Russell, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green? Didn't think so. For his team's sake, he should ease off the shots. Still, nothing is dropping for him.
Pass to Johnson. Puts up the three. And again, Toronto no good. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Dumped by the Lakers in a 2017 trade to create cap space, D'Angelo Russell sure made the most of his move to Brooklyn as he was selected to his first All-Star game in 2019.
The Warriors trailing. Klay Thompson for three. That one doesn't drop.
They got lucky. The defense has taken a big chance, leaving him open from behind the arc.
To the middle. Pass to Johnson. From downtown. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's my player's vision on full display, and he's showing that he's capable of running an offense.
The Raptors might have won the NBA title last year, but they're back in that underdog role after losing Kawhi. What can they do to get back to the promised land?
Well, it starts, first and foremost, with 2019 Most Improved Player, Pascal Siakam. He really jumped onto the scene last year, and I'd like to see him continue to improve and take more of the offensive load. Maybe get that average over 20 points per game. But after losing Danny Green, too, he signed with the Lakers. The Raptors could use shooters to put around Siakam and Marc Gasol.
And I think some youth as well. I mean, they have a nice core, but they're vets in Gasol, Ibaka, and Lowry. But who is the next guard? Could it be OG Anunoby? You just know Nick Nurse wants some younger guys to test out.
Now a timeout called by Toronto.
He wants to tinker with the game for a little bit, and now is the time to do it.
Yeah, there were clearly some things going on out there he didn't like.
That's a good time to take a timeout.
Inside. Deflected!
You can tell Green gets fired up every time he blocks it. An elite defender with great hands.
Pass to Thompson. Russell. Here's the teardrop. The shot will not fall.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap. Thrown down, Siakam can get way above the rim. A vicious dunker.
And here's Russell. Thompson outside. Burks. Six on the shot clock to the left wing. Here's Green. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, he rushed that one. The D was out of position, but he couldn't make him pay.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses, and he'll shoot two. And the foul goes against Golden State. The first free throw is good.
Well, what you appreciate most about Siakam is his versatility, right? I mean, he can score from a variety of areas and also guard multiple positions.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
You have to be able to knock down your free throws. They've really struggled with that this quarter. A good way to let your opponent back into the game.
Klay Thompson for three. Buries it from outside.
Cannot lay off Thompson. The release is so immediate. It's almost an insult to call it quick.
Here's Van Fleet. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shoots over Curry. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The Raptors on top, leading by 7. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit.